How are the Israelis taking this role of the United States? The United States having a base, the United States having a presence, the United States dictating what Israel does and doesn't do. Let's see some of the comments about what the Israelis said here about this article where they were speaking about J.D. Vance and the presence and all of the role of the United States now in the region. Bibi the Poodle, the state of Israel has become a protectorate for the United States in a truly complete way. Then someone is saying here we have received a resurrection. Some people are actually saying things sarcastically, and some of them are actually saying, no, it's good. If the United States takes over Israel, great. And please give me an American passport too, because we're sick of the situation. Is there an Israeli command in Turkey that decides the treatment of the Kurds? A dig that Turkey will be playing a role when Israel has no say in what Turkey does, for example, with the Kurdish movements or the PKK. The other comments, very interesting as well. For those who think Trump cares about Israel, they are living in illusions. He will use the IDF. Finally, again, some people celebrating humiliation, a dream come true, US protectorate, the helm is in good hands, and Christianity too, as in we've become a Christian country. Now, a pleasure, a US protectorate dream. Now, another person is saying, because of course, Bibi will sell out Israel. Netanyahu, you are shocking. International power here. Who is running Israel? Greetings to Israel. They sold you out. Many other people are criticizing also the lack of sovereignty of the state of Israel in all of this. When you don't take the initiative and decide, the whole world or the world decides for you. Another one said, we have a new prime minister. Good morning to you all. Today we have learned that we have a new prime minister. Trump is the governor. He is the one who decides, and Bibi has become a puppet. Bibi did not want Abu Mazen in Gaza. Now we have received soldiers from Turkey and Qatar and all over the world on the border, and Hamas remains in Gaza armed, and the tunnel still exists. So Bibi, tell us, where is the absolute victory? Criticism, sarcasm, and also clear feeling from the Israeli public that Israel now has become a US protectorate. Some of them said, well, that was the case all the way. That was the case from the beginning. It's just that now it has become visible that they are taking charge. They always did take charge, but now it's clear. Bibi sold us out. Another person said, we lost sovereignty for the third time. Jews are incapable of running a country. Another one said that the United States is the new Rome, and they are taking over again, having references to previous events in history, whether it was with the Romans or the first or second Jewish kingdoms, according to them. And another one said that finally the Americans also threw Netanyahu down the stairs. A strong sentiment coming from the Israelis about the United States and this base that they're having in South Israel to dictate what happens in the war. As a matter of fact, we can say that the United States now is running the operation, and whether there is a Palestinian killed or the Americans prevent Israel from conducting an operation, consider that to be an American decision, by the way. Because if they have the power to cancel operations, and that they do, they just said, the Israeli mainstream media saying they can cancel an operation. They can tell us to cancel an operation if they see fit. Clearly, there's something happening here. Therefore, the United States is leading the campaign now in Gaza. And Israel is visibly, according to all of that information, totally losing the control and the decision making as part of the deal that Donald Trump had with Benjamin Netanyahu. And what is Benjamin Netanyahu primarily concerned about? Being granted amnesty. This is the talk now in Israel. So long as Benjamin Netanyahu gets amnesty and he is pardoned and no criminal charges are against him, he wouldn't care. Israel can be sold to anyone in the world. Benjamin Netanyahu was prolonging this genocide and this war for his own purposes. Other reasons too, of course, like Israel and its history, but it was motivated by Netanyahu's fear of facing justice inside of Israel. And now the majority of the talk in Israel is talking about amnesty for Benjamin Netanyahu, indicating that there is significant progress towards that direction. The American position now marks a new shift in what's happening in the genocide and in the conflict in general. Should the American administration take charge now and continue down a path of de-escalation, there could be certain developments that may lead to de-escalation and a further de-escalation. And what's different this time about the positions that are taking place and the level of involvement of the United States is that regardless of the strategic relationship that the United States and Israel had, now we have a situation where the United States is taking the lead in the Israeli decision-making in relation to the war and the genocide against Gaza and potentially other fronts. They're meeting in the Israeli Kiryat. They have their own base. They have their own floor in that base. And they are proving that the decision-making now is in the hands of Washington rather than the hands of Tel Aviv.